So the most requested video is about PDA. Now PDA is pathological demand avoidance, and there is some argument whether it is a real condition or it's just a subset of autism or all of that sort of thing. One of the best examples I've ever heard or seen of PDA is a child who is super upset and angry, telling the adult to go away. Utter distress, really, really upset. Then the adult starts to go away and the child becomes more upset because the adult's going away. And what happened is that adult can't win either way. And when I've said that example, a lot of people have said to me, oh my God, yes, exactly that. Now, the only way to win in these scenarios is to plan ahead and to try and take some of that control back. Now, it's easier said than done, and with all these things, we're talking about people's lives. We're talking about people that are at breaking point or really struggling with certain things. So it's longer than a 2-minute video can do, but some really, really good ideas. So for me, use a visual schedule. Now, one of the reasons why we use a visual schedule, no matter how old, no matter how grown up that individual is because you can blame the schedule instead of the adult. So if you are, a mum telling your daughter to do stuff and you think she's got PDA, you are directly demanding, so she is going to avoid that demand, or he's going to avoid that demand, and that will happen. And then you'll say more and more and more, and they'll get angry with you, and then it'll explode, because that's often how these things happen, and I have been the one doing that many, many times. Now, if you have a schedule, and now and next, a 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and then you've got something they've got to do and then a motivator at the end of it, the schedule is the one telling them to do stuff. The piece of paper, the government, the school, whatever you want to blame it on, fine, cool. Because it is not you as the adult. And what you're getting is often as the adult, you are only being the one demanding rather than being the one rewarding. And that's where it becomes really, really tricky. The other thing is to give them some form of choice. So, perfect example, I had a child who would take up to 2 hours to come in every day in school. And one of the best things we did to sort this out, and we managed to really, really sort this out, to the fact that we had no issues, is to give her a choice between 2 adults. Now, there were the adults that I chose, and one of them would usually be a person that they didn't like very much, and one of them would be a person they did like. Initially, they tried to control the situation by just saying, I want that person I like, but I'm not going to come in. Now, the way we sorted that out is by sending the adult that they did like back inside. And it's that taking that control. Whenever you do anything like this, the initial first stages are much worse because the child escalates their behaviour to get what they want. Once you're through that stage, it does ease. The other couple of things I would say very, very quickly is, one, have you tried being quiet? Have you tried stopping talking to them? Would that child have a behaviour or have a challenging episode or be emotionally dysregulated if you weren't there? Now, that's really harsh, and a lot of this dips into our ego, but sometimes I realised when I was working with students, I was the one continuing the argument. And actually, if I stopped talking to them, they stopped arguing. And stopping halfway through an argument is amazing. I used to have this thing where I call a pause button, and I'd tap the pause button and I'd tell them, look, I can see we're going off, we're about to have a 10 out of 10 between both of us here. Is there any way I can just stop this? And by the end of the year, it worked. They went, yeah, can you just go away? I was like, brilliant, yes, I will leave. And then we have no issues. Now, that's not PDA in a nutshell. You cannot encapsulate all of that. You need a year-long course. But there are some things to get going. And, I wish you all well. Keep the comments, the emails, the messages, keep them coming. And we are going to be doing much, much more in terms of consultancy, in terms of help in the home, and working with families, because we really, really want to help. So thank you.